Hello. So today I want to talk about something that you may not know about, but you absolutely should if you're a business leader and is doing procurement. Now, procurement is the second most dullest subject after risk, but it's very important because obviously most businesses now really rely on IT. So there's two different types of computers you can buy: consumer and business computers. And the problem is that the vendors don't always make that obvious. If you're looking at Dell, you've got Inspiron, XPS, Vostro, Latitude, Precision. Only those last ones are last three are business grade machines, and that's what you need to buy. Why do I need to spend more money on business grade machines? Aren't they the same? They've got the same specs-ish. No, the business machines are much more rugged, they last longer, they go wrong less, we get a lot less issues with them. Often when they're scrapped, they still work perfectly. It's worth spending the extra money. There's no money saved through buying budget consumer devices. They break more often, they go wrong more. You'll spend more overall on support. They have issues with tracker pads and all sorts of things because they're designed to be cheap. Business machines designed not to go wrong because they know that they have to send someone out to fix them. Then HP, you've got the same deal. You've got Essential, Pavilion, Envy, Spectra, Pro books and Pro desks, Elite books and desks, and the HP Omen series, the gaming machines. Dell's got an Alien brand as well. The point here is, anyway, that when you're buying machines, you need to make sure they're in the business grade and not the consumer grade. That will save your business money overall. It's much cheaper to buy business grade machines because the cost of the users using them when they break, when they're having problems, the staff supporting them, you'll end up spending a lot more. So please don't try and cut costs by buying home grade machines. Buy business grade, and what will happen is your support costs will go down, your initial outlay will go up. You can even buy older machines, even refurbished business machines, because they're designed better, they generally last longer. Lots of options. And if you haven't got the cash right now to buy a load of machines, look at leasing. Obviously it's going to cost more, normally about a third more to do leasing, but you've got the machines that you need to grow the business, so otherwise that capital is just tied up in kit. Something to think about. Procurement, as we know, is a very tedious subject, buying stuff. What I particularly want to talk about is procurement of IT systems. I want to focus on software because what I found is a lot of business owners, a lot of business leaders, they spend a lot of time figuring out what software they should be using, and there's really great ways to shortcut that process. So I'm going to share a few of them with you today. Ask your competitors. This is the simplest, easiest solution for businesses that are like yours, ideally a long way away, that aren't going to be competing in the same geographic area maybe. See what they use, speak to the team, find out what works well, what doesn't work well. That'll give you a much better idea on the strengths and the weaknesses of the tools. You'll be so much further ahead. Most industries, they have events you can go to, speak to the software vendors, etc. They'll pitch to you, but there's nothing more valuable than asking your competitors. The second thing, ask your IT people. Now, come on, you pay these people to help you with the IT. They know about IT. Ask them. It's not difficult. Ask them what they think. They'll go and figure all this stuff out with you. Say, right, I want to solve this problem. I want you to come up with 5 shortlisted applications with the benefits and the risks of using each one. They'll quite happily go away and do that and come back to you. It doesn't mean they've got the right solution, but it'll take you a long way down the path. The worst thing to do is panic buy something or buy shiny because somebody's told you it will make the tea and do everything for you. So ask your competitors, ask your IT people. Now, ask your staff who have moved from other businesses like yours, because they'll have used some of these tools before and they'll be able to say, well, we had this tool before, but I hated it because of X. We had this tool before, I hated it because of Y. You'll almost certainly hear all the negatives, but what you won't necessarily hear is the positives, because some of these big tools, they have intangible benefits. What I mean by that is, when I bought my professional services automation tool, my problem I was trying to solve was having a better ticketing help desk system. But actually there's so many other things it does. It does billing, it does managing contacts, it does tons and tons of stuff. There's loads of stuff, timesheets, but I wasn't looking for that solution. I was looking to solve one specific problem. So often when you go and look for solving a specific problem, you'll find the tools out there that do other things. Don't reject those because they may be a great option. And also, please, if you're a small business, please don't get your own tool developed. It's incredibly expensive, incredibly time consuming, costs £20,000, £50,000 upwards to develop your tool. It's not worth doing. Do it in Excel till you figure it out, and then you can buy something that replicates the tool. And that's one thing I've mentioned before as well. Don't look for a tool that replicates the existing process. When I bought my professional service automation, if you're an accountant and buy an accountancy manager, say, this isn't going to just pick up your business and make it digital, you're going to have to redesign all your processes to work with the tool. This is going to take time. We've talked about this quite a lot before, look back at some of the older videos, but the point here is that you can't solve this problem in like one bite. You need to kind of break it down a bit. So make sure you're not spending a lot of time researching tools if you don't know what the problem is you're trying to solve, because often the marketing for the tools won't mention any of the problems you're trying to solve. And if you haven't speak to IT colleagues, competitors, see what's out there. But before you start really narrowing it down, make sure you've got a really good understanding of what the options are in terms of big tools, little tools, because you can waste so much time and money constantly buying little tools to solve one specific problem. It's a really bad way of managing your business. Hope I can help. This is the sort of stuff I get involved with, conversations I get all the day. So please do reach out to me if you've got a specific case you'd like to know more about, because I worked for lots of different industries and almost certainly I would play with some of these tools. Hope that's useful. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.